Granny's kitchen and the countertop drag strip. With one slight modification, we pulled out the launcher for Big C's Rat Rod Challenge. There are all 10 competitors, and there is the launcher of death. We're going to drop them in here and push the button, and you know what happens next. Absolute chaos. So here's how the race is going to work today. This is the King of the Hill format. Big C will start at number 10 and race his way up through the list. If you beat him, then you continue up through the list. But whoever is still standing after number 1 is defeated will need to take on Big C for the championship. And we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Hot Jam Products, for all your fine flavored nuts. So we'll kick it off here with Big C in the 10 position and Doc in number 9. They're both loaded in the launcher, and here we go. And it looks like Doc snuck around Big C. We'll go to the Hot Jams replay and see what happened. Doc hit the inside turn and bumped Big C up onto the rail to take the win. So we'll set these guys up again in the launcher. And there he goes again, Doc. Sneaking in there, looks like he's taking out Big C here. Gets a pretty decent line there, but Big C tapped him from the back. It was not enough, and Doc will be moving on. So with that, Big C himself is our first victim today, as Doc will now move on to take on Monster Motorsports. We got them both in the launcher, and here we go! And it looked like Monster took him out there. Watch this, Monster coming from the left side of your screen, knocks Doc around and takes the victory. So we'll get these guys back in the launcher, see if Doc has an answer. Here we go. Oh, Doc got out in front of him there to get started as we go to the Hot Jam replay. Look at Doc got out first, but man, Monster Motorsports sneaking in there. That dude wants to win. So Doc, after taking out the host of the race, he is now eliminated. Monster Motorsports will be moving on here to face Vindication Racing. They're in the launcher and ready to roll. Monster on the left, Vindication on the right. Monster with a clean shot through, did not even touch a wall. Look at this, he skirted over to the center line and just shot straight through to the finish. So we'll swap compartments here on the launcher, set him up again. And that time Vindication flipped on his lid. And Monster Motorsports will be moving on for the second consecutive win. But watch this, Vindication just tosses it right out of there. And that is one of the troubles with the launcher that some of these cars may be facing. Is it is a pretty violent start. Watch this here as Vindication just pops right out, did a full somersault, but boom, and skids down on his lid. Monster almost lost it off the side, but he will effectively eliminate Vindication here and move on up the list to Spydude. So Spydude is the next one to face Monster Motorsports. Let's see if he's got an answer that no one else has. And he does! Spydude takes the first win against Monster Motorsports here. And we may have a new king as he slides across the line there. Monster could not keep up, so we'll swap lanes, see if Spydude can do it again. And whoa, it looks like he might have. We're going to have to go to the Hot Jam replay here for the decision. Monster comes up, sneaks in front, and he did get a Monster Motorsport. So we are going to our first sudden death race of the day. Back to our original starting positions, and boom! Oh man, Spydude is off the track. Fortunately for him, we do have padding under the finish line, but man, look at that, rides the rail right off the side. It looked like Monster may have tapped it. No! He came through and hit Monster and then off the side, but either way, it looks like Monster Motorsports will be moving on. As you can see here, Spydude is eliminated. So about halfway through our tournament, let's get a word from our sponsor.
Nutrients is the essence of protein. Protein is the essence of nuts.
Well, that was weird. Alright, we're moving on. Monster Motorsports still at the top. He'll be taking on Code 3. They're off, and Code 3 looking like he's having trouble with that launcher too. Might be a little bit of a fat bottom there for Code 3. Looks like he was tapping the edges as Monster was not even having a good time there. Kind of hitting off the sides. We'll see here what happened to Code 3. Crunch, yep. Hit the launcher bad. We are having trouble getting him to even come out of the launcher. We'll see if he can do it this time. Well, that time he's out, but Monster Motorsports was there first. Let's see here. It looked like Code 3 got a bad jump again, but Monster slid the rail. And just coming down, he's going to be moving on. He is a little slippery bugger there. Code 3 out. Monster on the rail. We're moving on to the next race. So as Code 3 eliminated, Monster Motorsports is moving up into the 4 spot to take on Maker's Box. So Maker's Box has had a great run here in the past at Rust Belt Diecast Racing. We'll see what he's got today. They're off, and Monster Motorsports gets another straight run into victory. And it looked like Maker's Box just got hung up there on that second turn. So we'll set him up again for race number 2. And that time Maker's Box got a nice clean run on him. Banging Monster Motorsports out of the way, and we got our second sudden death race of the day here, folks. For the 4th position on our ladder. Here we go. Oh, and it's Monster again! Man, oh man! Maker's Box made a run for it there. Look at that. Came out early. Pushed Monster out of the way, but he was not budging. And Monster Motorsports continues to thrash through this field. Moving up into the number 3 position. We'll have another fan favorite, Fractal Panda, taking on Monster Motorsports to see if he can knock the crown off his head. They're in the launcher, and here we go. But, oh, it looked like he might have snuck around him. Let's see. We're going to go to the Hot Jam replay here. And yes, Fractal Panda has taken down the king, but we'll see if he's got an answer. Oh, and Fractal Panda with a little jump there gives Monster Motorsports a window to tie it up. And folks, we got another sudden death race. The top of this ladder has been crazy here. Here we go, sudden death winner takes it, and Monster Motorsports is in with 2 consecutive wins in this sudden death series with Fractal Panda. Man, Monster Motorsports moving on. And next up, we'll move into the number 2 position where Monster Motorsports will be challenged by Grumpy Cloud. So here we go out of the box. And Monster Motorsports with another clean shot. He's had 3 of those already today. Not even touching a wall. As Grumpy Cloud bouncing around back there. Can't be too happy with that run. We'll see if he's got an answer for him. And no! It looks like Monster Motorsports will be moving on to the number 1 position. Look at that, pushing Grumpy Cloud out of the way and just barreling over the finish line. So that sets up our final race of the ladder round. Uncle Elvis at the top will be facing on the king thus far in Monster Motorsports. They're in the block and ready to go. Monster Motorsports slides through 4th. Clean run for him. As we see Uncle Elvis ride that rail, and it is not enough. So we'll take him up again. And it looks like Monster snuck by him one more time to take the victory. Look at that, pushes him out of the way. And Monster Motorsports will be moving on to our championship. So Big C is back in the hunt. But before we do that, let's get another word from our sponsor.
Do you like to snack alone? Do you like to share with friends? Do you like to push people around abandoned parking ramps in rusty shopping carts? For some reason. Whatever you do, grab some nuts. Hot Jam Products is the official sponsor of Big C's Rat Rod Challenge. Link in the description.
Well, thank you to Hot Jam Products for sponsoring the Big C's Rat Rod Challenge. And we're going to see if Big C can put a name on this by knocking off the king in Monster Motorsports. Race number 1 between these two up in the block. Here we go! And Monster takes the first one. We'll see if Big C's got enough to force this into another sudden death race. Second race between these two right now. Big C had a great clean shot coming down, but Monster Motorsports was too much for him there. Sliding through and cutting him off for the win. So that's it, folks, for the Big C's Rat Rod Challenge, sponsored by Hot Jam Products. Congratulations to Monster Motorsports taking out everyone in the field to win the Big C's Rat Rod Challenge. Thank you so much to our sponsor, Hot Jam Products, for fine flavored nuts. Click the link in the description and check out Hot Jam Products. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.